Hey, what is up, everybody? Welcome to the 37th episode of The Black Couch, and in this episode, we're going to be reviewing Pacific Rim. Welcome to a review of Pacific Rim. We just watched it, and let's just give our opinion of it. I guess we'll start off just like in the Man of Steel review.
Okay, where you're in the big chair. Go.
We'll take turns talking about. First, let's talk about what we liked. The action scenes are freaking crazy.
Oh my gosh.
Del Toro really knows what he's doing. Again, I'm gonna go back to Transformers and the Avengers. It's on par with the Avengers, I think. Like, the fighting scenes were
It might be
great.
even better.
Might be even better. And again, let me stress this. I could tell between the robots and the monsters. And I could tell who was fighting what. The robots look different, so I can differentiate who was fighting, who wasn't fighting, who's here, who's there. Great action, loved it. It's like on your seat, edge of your seat, like just crazy. Especially this scene over here. If you watch the movie, you know exactly what I'm talking about. Freaking amazing. I just thought the special effects are great. You can really feel like the scale of the world, like when they introduce the monsters. They're just like you can really feel how huge they are, and you can really feel the robots. I love the world. I thought the world was great. And I really like the progression from how they got to where they are in this world. Mm-hmm. I mean, like in the beginning, they explain where the monsters came from. How they, first handle it with, like, jets, and it took them, like, weeks to kill them. And I really like how they said weeks, because then, like, you can tell from the beginning, it took them a long time to kill monsters. They were struggling to fight the monsters. And then they progress, and then now you understand where exactly they are right now. Yeah. They had no choice but to make the robots. That was great. And yeah, I just love the action.
I also liked how, like, the suit-up scenes were, like, really good. And, like, the actual suit thing was different, and I like how, like, every single different person who was offering, like, each, like, robot was, like, everyone has different suits.
Right, yeah.
And I think they were really creative on how, like, they didn't want to make it, like, another Transformer. They want to make it something their own. And this is basically what Transformers should have been.
And this is like, if Michael Bay ever directed this movie, I think he would.
It was a disaster.
He would fuck it up really hard. Like, he would go in a completely different direction.
He would have had the robots, like, step together and combine to a huge
Jaeger. That's a Michael Bay move for sure. And he would have made a love story, which I'm glad Del Toro didn't do.
Yeah, the characters were well played, I think. The main character was okay, but it's not like, I think it was just like, yes, the main character is, like, the best. I actually like the girl a lot better than the main character. There were a lot of cliches too, but I'll go tell that later.
Okay.
Alright. The main fucking theme of this movie. It's playing in my head all
awesome.
over again. That opening sequence, when they play that theme and they're suiting up to fight the Kaiju, the most badass thing you'll ever see in your whole fucking life.
It's crazy.
I like how it wasn't focused on the fact that they're fighting the monster. It was focused on the people in the robots.
Right. Yeah.
It was about the people inside who had to mind meld together to be able to operate this huge machine. So it wasn't like Transformers where you're looking at these CGI robot things. You're in this movie. You're looking at the people inside of the robots, and it makes you feel like this is the kind of movie where it shows you don't want to be a pilot to one of these things. It's fun to watch, but if you were a pilot, you'd be fucked.
Right, and you'd
be
really
terrified.
You respect the people who actually go into this and actually risk their lives.
And when they celebrate, you fucking celebrate too.
Yeah. And I also liked how you felt the fear. Like, it was actually really scary.
Yeah.
You actually imagine, like, this actually happening.
Yeah.
And how scary it could be. I mean, it's crazy. And, another scene I really liked is, my favorite scene is Mako's memory. Yeah. I thought that was really good. It really showed the destruction the Kaiju's made.
That child actor was pretty fucking good.
Pretty good. It was really emotional. I really liked that. So.
The characters were all around pretty fun. I mean, the whole movie was pretty fun. Del Toro knows what he's doing. he set out to make a fun summer blockbuster movie, and he did exactly that.
Yeah.
He never said, okay, let's try and make this an intricate plot with like huge twists and stuff. He said, we're making this a huge action-filled fucking fun adventure that people can come in without any pre-notion of these Japanese monsters like Godzilla or anything. You just come in.
You may feel a Japanese kind of monster feel, but like not like something you need to understand in order to get into
this
movie.
is the introduction to that kind of world.
Yeah.
Is what Del Toro said. He said, I'm making this so that the newer generation will understand the excitement that we felt and he felt when he saw the
and you actually feel that. You feel like he respects that art, that kind of style. He knows what he's doing, and he's trying to like educate people into this kind of genre. So yeah, anything else you guys want to say about what you liked?
The plot was very straightforward. There's not like any plot
straightforward plot.
Like
there's no like it's not like a complicated plot, and you can follow it quite well, and everything makes sense.
They explain everything.
There's no
awkward exposition.
Yeah, because like they really take advantage of what they have, like the mind meld, and like they take advantage of what they have, and they integrate it well with how they explain backstories, how they explain stories. Like just
everything just connects.
And there's no stilted exposition, and it goes smoothly with that. Anything else?
That's what we liked.
Okay, let's talk about what we didn't like. One major problem I had with this movie is there's stupid military cliches that riddle this movie and like had me really hating it in the beginning. You have the speech. You have the retired soldier who's coming back for the last time. You have the douchebag rival who's like, you're just a has-been, you suck. You have the general who's like, this is too dangerous, or like, you have to come back to the force, we need you.
Fucking commando from our
stupid speeches. Like, that last speech was lame as fuck. I felt like a lot of the dialogue really held on to the cliches and really went with them, and it was just really annoying for me. Also the typical scientist guys who I eventually actually kind of liked, but in the beginning that was really bad. And I just felt like the main character I didn't care for. Like if they in the beginning when they showed what happened, like the reason why he stopped being a pilot, they could have added like scenes where they were successful, so you have more character to the person. If you watch the movie, you know exactly what I'm talking about. But if you haven't, you might be confused. But I feel like there could have been more character to him. I mean, he's the main character for God's sakes. I felt like Meiko was a strong character. I liked her.
Yeah, I know you like her backstory.
I like her backstory. Like I said before, her memory scene was great. I felt the general character, was also really over the top, cheesy.
Yeah.
I don't know, his acting wasn't that great to me.
I know the whole time as well. I kept hearing you off to the side going, oh god.
Yeah, I mean, he was like, there were just so many moments where, you know, that scene where we predicted exactly what he was going to say, so I just felt that was really bad. And like, there's a lot of action movie cliches that, you know, fun movie aside, still hinder the film for me a bit. If not, well, not a lot, just a bit. And those were the stuff that really annoyed me. But I think the action scenes really
just make up for it.
And yeah, I just felt like the main character could have been better. Could have done better without the cliches. And I just feel like you don't need to make an action movie like this with the cliches. I feel like some people feel like they need to put those things. And some movies, they do it well. Like, you can still put the cliches. Like, I feel like Captain America had a lot of, like, corny, cheesy things, but it worked with the movie. And I feel like, Del Toro kind of overstepped his bounds with the cliches for me. And it just didn't work for this, but still a fun movie. Just that they could have just done a whole new different route and just went with a cliche-less movie and made its own kind of thing. But yeah, the cliches were a big part.
Some of the characters were like very flat. Like
main character.
Yeah, main character was really flat.
The Australian douchebag.
Oh my god.
The Australian douchebag was very just like stereotypical asshole. But actually, I forgot to say something I liked. The girl is not like your typical, oh, save me!
Yeah,
like,
I thought that was what she was going to be, or not that, but I thought she was going to be the typical, I'm going to avenge my family kind of thing.
But yeah, pretty much what you said, all the cliches, just like, a little too much.
Yeah, okay, some of the dialogue was...
Lame.
Dialogue.
Lame, predictable, and all that.
Definitely.
I don't know, just the characters, I mean, they were there because of the cliches, right? Because you had to have the douchebag, the scientist, the general, the main character.
Yeah, but here's what I meant. Like, they could have tried making a movie without those things.
Exactly.
Yeah.
They could have made it,
Exactly, yeah. And so that's my problem. They put it in because they felt like they had to use the cliches.
Yeah.
I don't know, it's not... It would have been a lot better if it was... I don't know how to word this. Like, something more original. I mean, obviously it's really original right now with the robots and the monsters. But I think if the characters had been more... If the characters stood alone...
Yeah.
Like, if you took away all the amazingness of the robots and the monsters and you had a character study of these people, I don't think it would have done that well.
Yeah.
And,
I agree.
Because the action is kind of glossing over the fact that there's like these characters that don't really matter.
And I feel like if the characters, this could be a classic movie, like if you have the characters. But I feel like this movie for me wasn't actually that original. But I feel like they took an already done idea and they made it special.
They upgraded it.
They upgraded. They made it fun.
Yeah.
Like they had fun with it. They didn't take it too seriously.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Exactly. So exactly why I can't fault it too much.
Right.
Because the fun of these characters that were already on screen, the way they interacted helped with the actions while they're in the suits, while they're fighting the monsters. The interaction was overall fun. It just added to the excitement while you were watching it.
So it's like it's like so bad kind of thing.
It was technically it was bad, but it can't. I can't fault it for that because it helped with the action so much.
Honestly, I wouldn't. The action for me isn't so bad as good. Action for me is good action. I feel like.
Yeah, it's good action. Yeah,
it's good action. I feel like the cliches kind of make it seem like it's so bad that it's a good kind of movie.
Right. Okay.
For me, at least, and I just feel like they could have just taken that shit out, and it's kind of frustrating. But like I said, the action.
Yeah, the action was edge of your seat. Fucking crazy.
Yeah.
Anything else?
The monsters were fucking terrifying.
Monsters were terrifying.
So we're going back to what we like again.
Yeah. I mean, there's
it's just back and forth.
The main point, there's a lot more that you're gonna like rather than what you didn't like.
And you made a good point about the citizens. I feel.
Oh yeah, the citizens, right?
Yeah, earlier.
So what Del Toro did was he made sure that all the citizens were evacuated, so that you could only focus on the action. And
that really it helps with the morality of the characters because they don't have to. One of the main problems a lot of people have with Man of Steel, I'm not saying I had with it, but a lot of people did was there were a lot of people in Metropolis and Superman just without thinking just smashed Zod into the buildings and stuff like that. In this movie they have full range of the city
because they made sure all the citizens were evacuated.
And you're not like you said earlier before we start filming, you don't worry about the citizens because you know they're already gone and
they're safe.
You're just only focusing on the fight. And that I feel like makes the fighting even better. Yeah, because then you can just focus on the fact, just smash them into that building. Yeah, just destroy them because the citizens are fine. They're fine. Worry about it. Just get rid of the monsters so we can all be safe. It's great.
Yeah. It makes everything a lot more realistic.
And you wouldn't think that would be a big problem. Like it seems like a minor thing, but actually it does a lot with the movie. I feel like so. Yeah. So overall, this Pacific Rim movie is fun. Yeah. It's awesome. It's the definition of a summer blockbuster movie. Great theme song. Best theme song so far. Yeah. So if you're looking for a fun action movie, this is it. This is what like Anna said before. This is what Transformers is supposed to be. This is the replacement of Transformers for the summer blockbuster kind of thing. Yeah. Great, Del Toro did a great job. Time I'm open for a sequel, man. Yeah, I guess I don't know if a sequel could exist. Yes, I don't know if they need one, but if they made one, hell yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna watch it.
Maybe, I don't know.
I don't know how they would do that.
But for me, it seems like a one movie kind of thing.
Yeah, I know.
I feel like if they rehatch it, they're gonna it's gonna be it's gonna be so bad that I don't know. I feel like there's that could be really bad. I just want to see him suit up again. Okay, yeah, fair enough. Yeah, let's give our score. For me. I know I said a lot about the cliches and stuff, and in the beginning it really hindered the film for me, but the action really, really, really picked up, and so I'm gonna give this movie an 8 out of 10. We all came to this movie, no expectations, had no idea what we were getting into, and we watched it, and I feel like everything just connected and just went well together, so I have to say 8.5.
It was the most fun I've ever had in a movie theater.
Yeah.
Just sitting there watching
Yeah.
these fucking things thrash each other around. I have to give it an 8.5.
8.5. So overall, across the board, average score is 8 out of 10. Fantastic movie. We would totally recommend it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If you got nothing to do,
You do.
just go.
It's
go.
really, really fun. I mean, you can just tell they were like really excited to film this
Yeah.
movie. Great. If you're really nitpicky, the cliches could potentially hinder the film a
Yeah.
lot for you.
Yeah.
But if you're just going in fun action, I mean, if you like Transformers, this is like a billion times better. So if
Yeah.
you're definitely gonna like this.
Yeah.
And if you don't like Transformers, you're gonna like this because it's a much smarter, much
Yeah.
better made film.
It's a more human. It was a more human story.
Yeah, just keep in mind there are problems. It's not fantastic, but fun movie.
Yeah.
It's what you expect from a summer blockbuster. So that's it for this episode of The Black Couch. If you guys saw Pacific Rim, please give your review down below. Tell me what you guys think. Do you like it? Do you hate it? Do you agree with us with what we think? Do you disagree with us? What do you think? Give your opinion down below. We would love to read them. They're always awesome opinions. And yeah,
Requests, you can put those down there too.
please request topics, and that's it for now. If you guys like the video, please like it. If you like it even more, please favorite it. If you like it even more, please share it. Subscribe to our channel for update content. I'll subscribe to our personal channels. We have our stuff there too. And yeah, we'll see you guys later next week for another episode, hopefully. So later.